We have received reports of widespread violence in Yemen's Aden city. Houses were reportedly set on fire in Kormaksar district, yesterday. The Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs has also received reports that Al Jamura Hospital, the main hospital in Aden and the referral facility for the entire southern region, has been heavily damaged by today's fighting. The water and sanitation company that provides water to Aden Governorate has reported that it is unable to operate due to heavy shelling in Al-Barzak and Al-Karai, where tanks supplying water to 7 of Aden's 8 districts are located. Meanwhile, the World Food Programme today appealed to all parties in Yemen to allow the commercial sector and aid agencies to bring urgently needed fuel and food into the country, where severe fuel shortage is threatening the delivery of life-saving assistance to Yemenis hit by the conflict. In the last 2 weeks, WFP has reached 700,000 people with emergency food rations in 7 governorates, but the fuel shortage threatens to bring the operation to a complete halt. Yes, Nisar.
Yeah, on Yemen, when is it that the United Nations consider that war crimes are committed? Yesterday, I mean, we saw many civilian aircraft destroyed on the tarmac in airports like Sana'a and other airports in Hijjah. The infrastructure of Yemen is being systematically destroyed. When can the United Nations call for investigation in war crimes in this case?
Yes, we're aware of the reports that aircraft had been destroyed on the tarmac. Any of the activities that impede the ability of parties, including parties who are trying to help the needy in Yemen to go about their work, is a very serious offense. You asked about definition of war crimes. That's not something that's been determined by any party at this stage. But we have made clear what our concerns are, and that does include things such as the shelling of airports, the shelling of aircraft, and anything that restricts the flow of aid and the flow of anything that can help the people who have been suffering from this conflict.
But some Iranian aircraft were prevented from delivering aid when they came, and they mentioned that the freight on board is purely medical and humanitarian. I mean, isn't that an offense in this case?
Like I said, we made clear our opposition to any efforts to attack vehicles or convoys that are trying to convey humanitarian aid. That aid needs to get through, and all parties need to respect the right and the ability of humanitarian workers to travel and to distribute aid to people in need. Yes.
Yeah, going back to Yemen, yesterday there was an attack on the oxygen plant, the only oxygen plant in Sana'a, which caters for all hospitals there. That's obviously is a war crime, targeting an oxygen plant. Another thing, has the United Nations heard about fatalities resulting from starvation in Yemen? Some people talk about that.
Not so far. There haven't been anything for us to report at this point, but our worry is, unless we can get aid in, that there could be huge problems, including starvation, and including, of course, problems with medical care. And as I just mentioned, hospitals have also been hit. So, yes, we're against any of the violations of international humanitarian law, including the targeting of plants that provide vital humanitarian supplies like oxygen, or of places like hospitals. Yes.